Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to this edition of the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling Student Showcase. Every month before the start of our Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling events, we put on a pre-show for the fans as they're making their way in. We've got No Luck's Given coming up later on tonight. And for the Student Showcase match tonight, we got Platinum Mason on the left, taking on Blade Berrymore, representing the Exile on the right side of the ring. Referee doing his final checks as we get ready for this Student Showcase contest. Of course, Platinum Mason has been very impressive in recent outings here in Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling on the Student Showcase. Blade Berrymore has been showing improvement as well under the tutelage of the Exile. Of course, the Exile has had their run-ins lately with the world-famous Mudflat Mafia. We'll see if that will continue heading into tonight. And No Luck's Given. Bells rung, we are underway here. Platinum Mason, Blade Berrymore, squaring each other up in the center of the ring. Platinum Mason a little bit hesitant to get in there with Blade Berrymore. Can't blame him. Blade Berrymore now locks in a side headlock on Platinum Mason. Again, No Luck's Given later tonight. Our fans filing in to the Delaware County Fairgrounds in Muncie. If you're coming to Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling events, get there early so you can come in and check out the Student Showcase. Is now Platinum Mason making his way out of the headlock from Blade Berrymore, but Berrymore is able to just cinch it in. Nice headlock takeover. Platinum Mason down in the middle of the ring. Blade Berrymore in complete control of this Student Showcase contest. Again, No Luck's Given coming up later on tonight. Luke Savage, Dalton Love, World Heavyweight Championship match. As wait a minute, there's a cover. Platinum Mason trying to roll over into a pinning combination. But Blade Berrymore able to get himself back up in a vertical position again. Like I was mentioning earlier, No Luck's Given. And wait, another cover attempt by Platinum Mason. No, again. Berrymore just going to start pounding, hammering away on Platinum Mason in the middle of the ring. Huge forearms there. As you see Hayden Heck, Phil Basham stalking the outside of the ring. As Blade Berrymore now continues to be in complete control of this contest. Platinum Mason. Mason now able to break free. Puts in a side headlock of his own on Blade Berrymore. As Platinum Mason. He's been impressive in his outings here in Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling, but tonight's effectively 3-on-1. We've seen the Exile get involved in each other's matches in the past. Hammerlock now by Blade Berrymore right in the middle of the ring. Now into a sleeper hold by Berrymore. As now Platinum Mason looks to fight free from Blade Berrymore. Mason now comes flying across the ring. Huge clothesline in the corner there by Platinum Mason on Berrymore. Snapmare takeover. Platinum Mason now setting up Blade Berrymore. Comes running in with a nice running boot. Platinum Mason trying to get the heartbeat behind him. Again, fans filing in ahead of No Luck's Given tonight. World Championship main event. Dalton Love, Luke Savage. As now Blade Berrymore tries to fight back. Also, Leela Feist defends the women's title tonight. Nice stop suplex there. World famous Mudflat Mafia will be in action defending the tag team titles against the Exiled. As Blade Berrymore from the Exiled right now, taking it to Platinum Mason, just choking him in the middle of the ring. Referee's going to be having to break that one up. As now Blade Berrymore getting into the face of our IPW official. Platinum Mason is in a bad way here. As now Berrymore just stalks Platinum Mason. Flying in, nice splash in the corner there by Berrymore. Looking to take the wind away from Platinum Mason right into the midsection. As now Blade Berrymore has regained control of this contest. Again, this young man, I'm not quite sure what the Exile has been doing to him, but he has been showing improvement in IPW rings ever since joining the Exile. I use joining loosely. It was more like brainwashed. Shoots Platinum Mason now off the ropes. Platinum Mason, though, gets the reversal. Sleeper hold in the middle of the ring. Platinum Mason now trying to come back here on Blade Berrymore, trying to get some offense rolling, but Berrymore just backs him right up into the corner. Platinum Mason in a bad way in this Student Showcase match. Berrymore now lines up Platinum Mason, comes flying in again with that body tackle. Right into the midsection. You have to imagine that'll take away the wind of Platinum Mason. Throws him across the ring. Platinum Mason goes for the clothesline, but now a flying cross body of his own. Mason trying to get the heartbeat of IPW behind him. Nice flying back elbow by Platinum Mason. Mason starting to feel it now. Mason, drop kick on Blade Berrymore. Barrymore's got to take a powder outside the ring and regroup. As Phil Basham now. And Hayden Heck looking to reset Blade Berrymore. They throw him right back in, and he comes charging in to Platinum Mason. Backs him right back up into the corner. Again, you may not like the techniques, but you can't argue with the results of what the Exile has been able to do here in Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling since this group has come together. It's Platinum Mason now looking to fight back out of the corner. Huge forearms to the face of Blade Berrymore. And another one takes him down. Platinum Mason now picks up Berrymore. Looking for a suplex maybe in the middle of the ring. He does. Nice suplex and a nice roll through by Platinum Mason. Mason now hooks him up. Fisherman suplex. Nice bridge. Here's the cover. Hayden Heck. Hayden Heck breaks it up. Again, you got to try to keep your head on a swivel with the Exiled. As Hayden Heck pays dividends there. Blade Berrymore now trying to get Platinum Mason. They're up against the ropes. Referee's going to be calling for a break here. Blade Berrymore again getting into the face of our IPW official. Not paying attention. Hayden Heck. Hayden Heck has got Platinum Mason. Turn around, referee. Turn around. As now Blade Berrymore in complete control over Platinum Mason thanks to the interference of the Exile. Berrymore. Again, those shoulder thrusts right into the midsection of Platinum Mason. Shoots him across the ring. Into the buckles. Now, a nice atomic drop into a double leg takedown and a leg drop. Nice sequence of moves there by Berrymore. Platinum Mason, though, kicks out at 2. Berrymore now stalking Platinum Mason. Berrymore looks again to lock in the submission on the small town hero. Blade Berrymore locks in the submission. He's got the hooks in. Can he flatten out Platinum Mason? If he can, this match is over. Platinum Mason, the small town hero, trying to get the heartbeat of IPW behind him to get back into this contest. Platinum Mason back on his feet. He takes Berrymore back into the corner. That'll break up the submission. Hey, wait a minute. Here comes the world-famous Mudflap Mafia. They've been watching in the back. They saw the Exile get involved, and now we got a brawl going on the outside of the ring between the Mudflap Mafia and the Exile. We've got chaos out here ringside in the Student Showcase match. Hey, wait a minute. Blade Berrymore taking advantage. Rolled up Platinum Mason. There's the 3. Berrymore steals the win. Thanks to the distraction of the Mudflap Mafia and the Exile, they're brawling to the back. They meet for the tag team titles later on tonight. Blade Berrymore gets the win over Platinum Mason in the Student Showcase match here at Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling before No Luck's Given. Check out No Luck's Given on demand on our Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling YouTube channel for the Student Showcase. I'm Zach Attack. We'll see you next month for more Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling action.